Hello, welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I am your host, İlham Məmmədov. President İlham Əliyev signed an executive order on major overhaul of highways in Sabunçi district of Baku city. According to the executive order, Azərbaycan Avtomobil Yolları State Agency is allocated 450,000 manats to reconstruct highways in Zabrat, Sabunçi and Ramana settlements. The head of our state also signed another executive order on the major overhaul of Dünyada highway in Astara district, connecting two residential areas with a population of 1,000 people. For this purpose, Azərbaycan Avtomobil Yolları State Agency is allocated 800,000 manats. The decision to nominate the chair of the Yeni Azərbaycan Party, İlham Əliyev, for the presidential elections was an expression of the will and aspirations of the Azerbaijani people. Through his activities, President İlham Əliyev brought great success to Azerbaijan and gained the deep respect and love of the people. This was stated by the Speaker of the Milli Məclis, Sayibə Qəfarova, during a speech at today's plenary session of the Parliament. The Speaker emphasized that the concept of domestic and foreign policy defined by nationwide leader Heydər Əliyev had been further enriched in new historical conditions.
We can confidently say that the political insight and competence, mindset and managerial skills inherent in Honorable President İlham Əliyev will ensure the further confident advancement of our state along the path of independent development. Azerbaijan will achieve great success and conquer new heights in the coming years.
Consistent and systematic steps are being taken to ensure that the upcoming presidential elections will be free, fair and transparent. Chairman of the Central Election Commission, Məzahir Pənahov, stated at a meeting with representatives of the OSCE Office for Democratic Institutions and Human Rights Needs Assessment Mission. The chairman of the commission briefed them on the establishment of polling stations and the organization of voting in the territories liberated from the occupation. Məzahir Pənahov stated that the Central Election Commission places great emphasis on relations with influential international organizations and their various institutions. The mission representatives express interest in our country's electoral system, the working principles of the election commissions, and the efforts made to clarify voter lists. In accordance with the training plan approved by the Azerbaijan Defense Minister, unmanned aerial vehicle units of the Azerbaijan Air Forces carried out training flights. Azerbaijan's Ministry of Defense reported the UAV crews fulfilled the task on aerial reconnaissance along the specified route, determined imaginary enemy's ground target coordinates, and destroyed them by precise airstrikes, as well as carried out other activities. During the flights, all the assigned tasks were successfully accomplished. The official Paris is trying to silence those who oppose its policy of colonization, together with the people of the territories it has been keeping as colonies. Turning a blind eye to the freedom of speech, democracy, human rights, the official Paris blatantly violates the principles of international cooperation. The denial of the UK citizen Mohammed Rabbani to access the conference titled Neo-Colonialism, Human Rights, Peace and Security, organized by the Baku Initiative Group at the UN Geneva office, is another confirmation of the fact. Eurasian Regional Center of Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum called on the international organizations by condemning this event.
In France, Islamophobia reached unprecedented level. The country is known in the world for Islamophobic practices. Executive Director of the UK Independent Human Rights Organization, Cage Mohammed Rabbani, was targeted by the official Paris for his recent views in respect to the current situation in France, denying access to the conference titled Neo-Colonialism, Human Rights, Peace and Security, organized by the Baku Initiative Group at the UN Geneva office. France tried to silence Rabbani with the force of the police. Despite the fact that the Rabbani was legally participating in the conference, France turning a blind eye to the fundamental principles of human rights drags Switzerland into this process as well. The situation, which unfolded as one of the traditional methods the official in Paris is using to silence those who criticize the government. The freedom of those who raise their voice for justice is even tougher. Freedom of speech, freedom of thought, democracy, this principle no longer exists, let alone are enforced in France. Recently, France has seen a big wave of criticism as the crimes against humanity committed under the guise of colonialism policy pursued by Paris are revealed, and as the protests against these are on the rise, the number of states and separate individuals tagged by France are also increasing. Paris, which is governed by the colonialism mindset, is trying to silence those who raise their voice by different ways and by different means of exerting pressure. By the way, Eurasian Regional Center of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum will carry out a monitoring in respect to the situation which happened with the UK citizen Mohammed Rabbani.
You can get in touch with us by contacting AzTV Haber's hotline number 051-511-1956, through which you can report events you come across of, as well as share your suggestions and remarks. You can also contact us via our WhatsApp and Telegram accounts. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.